name is Kate Siegel, and I'm a coach and facilitator and consultant. And I want to give you a little bit of an overview of one of the sections of this course I've created for my friends in HR called Thrive. And Thrive is a program meant to overcome burnout and help you get back on your feet and get back and more connected to the work that you love to do, so that you can stop feeling so frustrated and burnt out and detached from the work that you really love to do. So the section that I've pulled out for us to look at today is about the stress cycle. And it's an idea that I've adapted from a fantastic book called Burnout by Emily and Amelia Nagoski. And it's meant to give you just an overview of the kind of things you might see if you were to take the Thrive course with me or to do any coaching or any kind of work. So this section of the course is on self-care. And we don't, self-care is not about Netflix and glasses of wine. Self-care is about really interrupting and processing your stress as it's happening. So what you can see on the screen, and here it's a little bit bigger, is this is the natural stress cycle. We assume that you start in sort of a neutral, relaxed, regular state. And then something happens in the environment. You perceive a threat, whether real or otherwise. And then that threat triggers a belief in your head. And that belief then causes an activation. It releases chemicals and hormones and all kinds of stuff into your body. And your body has a reaction. And then you process that stressful experience through the end section. And that helps return your body back to neutral. So what am I talking about really? A bear. That's a pretty good perceived threat in your environment, right? You see the bear, you think, I'm going to die. So you either punch the bear in the nose, or you run, or you freeze and hope that it thinks you're dead, right? And then when that has passed, you go back to your campsite and you laugh, or you cry, or you run and jump and process and burn off the energy that was part of this experience. And then you return back to a neutral and normal state. This is all well and good, but we don't have any bears, right? I mean, I guess some of you do, but I don't have bears on a regular basis. And a good example of that in sort of everyday city life where I live is a train delay. So you're on the train, and you can see this happen to other people too. You're on the train, the announcement's made that the train is running late, and the belief comes in. I'm going to be fired. I'm going to miss my interview. The client's going to be mad. I'm going to get embarrassed. Something bad is going to happen, right? If we don't interrupt that thought, then we have this stressful reaction and all the hormones and the chemicals are flooding our system. If we do not process that stress, release that stress, burn that stress, then we've got this wear and tear on all of our body systems. And then that gives us an increased sensitivity to stress, right? So then when the next external event comes along, and whether that is a pile of work on your desk or a screaming toddler or any of these external things that we experience on a regular basis, we get these thoughts. I'll never get it done. I'm not good enough. This is more than I can do. I should be doing better. I should be able to handle this, right? And this leads us to even additional more stress. Remember that wear and tear on the body systems? Well, we try to make up for it. We try to get it all done and multitask and work all hours and burn the candle at both ends. And then we get home, we think, oh, I'm so exhausted. I need a drink, right? But we have that drink, maybe we have two, and then it leads to insomnia. We're not able to sleep, and then we're totally a nightmare. And then that we've got even more increased sensitivity, and it all just kind of goes to hell, right? If this sounds familiar, I'm so sorry, but you're in the right place. So this human function curve was created by Peter Nixon in 1979. And what I like about it is it shows on the left-hand side that we need a certain amount of stress in our lives. If we don't have just a little bit of stress, we're bored and we're not really living up to our potential. But you can see around the middle, we think a little bit more effort is going to yield more results. And what happens is that in the end, it starts this downward trend because we are exhausted. We're burning ourselves out. We're not performing as well as we thought we would. And then it leads to very bad, both physical and mental consequences. So there's two keys to really making this work. The first one works in the short term, and that is the process of interrupting and challenging the belief when you perceive it, right? So this is more than I can do. I'm not a good mom. I'm going to get fired. They're all going to laugh at you, right? That's the belief that you want to interrupt. And then the other one that works on a longer term basis is making sure you complete the stress cycle. And that's really focusing on that end circle, that return to safety. What do you need to do to let your body know that you're in a safe place again? So if this is interesting to you, come by my website. It's k8siegel.com. That's SIEGEL. And I've got lots of different tips and tricks. I offer coaching, I offer training. There's a whole bunch of stuff for you to check out. And if you're interested, get in touch. And I'm happy to put together something that will help you with your burnout or help the people in your organization with theirs. Thanks so much.